Happy fucking New Year, god damn it.
Happy New Year, Queen.
Hey, it's a holiday. I got hoes on hoes, and that's all I can sing for copyright. Hey, and another one.
Oh, wow.
Yo, first of all, fucking Lil Nas X, man.
Oh, wait,
Fucking
first of
love
all,
you,
can
man.
I ask you, please, friend, what did we listen to?
We listened to Walk Worthy by another fucking great motherfucker out here. You know what I'm saying? You can find this at Pharaoh Blue Jay Divine number 9. That's like the # number, not number NUMBER, but number 9 on SoundCloud. One more time, that's Pharaoh Blue Jay Divine number 9 on SoundCloud. Walk Worthy. First of all, what a fucking great SoundCloud name. Pharaoh Blue Jay Divine number 9. It's a divine number 9 for me.
I'm fucking with Walkworthy. It's giving me Cleo Soul. It's giving me Ari Lennox.
Right.
It's giving me the girls who can sing the soulful things. Get on the track. You feel me?
That's right.
As my understanding, Jay just does this for fun.
Yep.
Which is wild because that sounded like a good black ass time. If I could sing, I would purchase this here song.
Yeah, you gotta love when the girls do the things for themselves. You know what I mean? Sometimes we don't all do all the things for a check. It's lit. Just to have a hobby that we enjoy that you can't put a price on. I live for that. That's how I feel about dance. Can't pay me for it. I just do it.
Which, yeah, you can't pay her. Because I used to try to have Sydney dancing everywhere. I used to be like, guys, my friend can dance. Look at this. Watch. And then Sid would just look at me like she has never seen me before a day in her life. And
because the people, this is the thing. Like, it's not fun to dance by yourself, right? Like, I mean, it is, but it gets old, right? You go to a party, everybody's standing around watching you dance. Like, no, I want to battle. Even if I lose, I want to battle. I want to go back and forth.
I told you, no. Let me tell y'all something. She's all cap here. Because there have been people dancing at parties, and I'll be like, oh my God, see, go show them how much.
I don't remember that. Was I drunk?
And Sid would be
was
like,
I drunk?
no, I'm not going to do. Were you drunk, Sonny? You were drunk like 3 times ever. And it's going to be 4. It's going to be 4 in January. Soon come.
It is not going to be 4 in January because y'all not going to aggravate my colon.
It shall be, actually. Fuck your health because I deserve this. I deserve to witness a drunk Sid. And you know something? Speaking of January, I'm trying to do a dry January. If this comes out in January, Happy New Year, motherfuckers. Hold me accountable, party people.
It is. It's the New Year. It already came out.
Oh, you're right. Well, I try to do a dry January. Well, I don't try. I do a dry January every year for the past, I think, maybe 3 years now. But
so wait, I gotta be drunk in January and you're gonna be sober? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. So because I shan't be a drunk girl, you have to pick up the slack for me because y'all know I'm everyone's favorite drunk.
Well, good luck.
You're going to have to pick up my battle flag, Sid, and fly it high.
Why can't Kira pick it up for you? She likes to drink.
I mean, because she shall, but damn, that's going to suck. That's going to be so hard because usually I'm by myself for January. So I usually don't have this problem.
Yeah, well, I'll be sober with you. So there you go.
No, you shan't. Anyway, wow. Okay, so this is the first episode of the new year. Is that what's
It's fucking Happy New Year. I got hoes on hoes and I'm out of control. Yeah. Hey,
okay. Well, Happy New Year, Queen. What do you have? What were you most excited about for 2021? What were your favorite memories? And what do you look forward to in 2022?
Well, I didn't prepare like I did last time. Remember last year I read off that entire list of things?
It was
that I was like, or was it last year or the year before last? I just remember reading off a whole bunch of shit like, oh man, I'll give a free hoodie to anybody that can tell me what episode that was. Anywho, in 2020,
listen, I just got all them goddamn candles out.
Right, I'm doing too much.
Giveaways, let me tell y'all something. Giveaways are the death of us. But we love y'all, and we love to give y'all the free things, but they are the
and
death
can y'all
of us.
please post them? Please, because we are happy
y'all
that y'all have them.
I talked to someone yesterday who was telling me how much they love their candle, and I said, that's funny. Because you haven't tagged our sponsor, who we love with our whole heart and soul and our whole butt. So, therefore, why have you not tagged the girls? Tag the girls and let them know how awesome your things are.
Right, and let them know where you got them from. Yeah, 2021, just off the top of my head, a couple weeks ago, sometime in December, I hung out with some friends of mine in Greensboro. That was definitely one of my favorite memories. But that entire day...
Can you please stop saying that?
...was mad intentional. So, like, everything I did that day, I chose, right? Like, I got up, I did yoga and meditation, I watch Sister Sister. Every time I watch Sister Sister and I get to see my queen, Jack A. Harry, my heart is full. And I had my breakfast that day. I was going to drink it on the road, but I do a breakfast smoothie. But I was like, no, I'm just going to drink it here. I'm not going to be multitasking and shit. Then I drove to Greensboro. I like to drive, but in the pandemic, I haven't been going to many places. So I got to drive to Greensboro, windows down, wind on my face. Every song I listened to either made me want to sing or made me want to dance. I chose every single song for the entire hour and 30-minute drive. Then I went to the best trail in Greensboro. Fucking fire. Just had a good ass time by myself. I did a little bit of forest bathing. That's when you don't listen to like any music or whatever. You listen to all the sounds and you just checking out the sights and all the smells. It's like a sensory overload of the forest that you're in type of situation. So that was super dope. Then I went to Dame's chicken and waffles, fucking Greensboro. I haven't had that since my friends went to UNCG. So I had their vegan waffle, which is just as good as I remember it being. And then after all that, I went to the botanical gardens with Kira. We walked around. So I spent most of the day outside in some way, shape, or form, whether it was in a car, technically outside, or outside. That was the other thing, because the day before I was like, have I been in the house all fucking day? That's not okay. So I was like, tomorrow I'm not going inside at all. I ate outside when I went to Dame's. Then we went ice skating. It was an outdoor situation, and I got to see my friends. And again, I've had so many limited times over 2021 where I've been with that number of friends in one setting. It's either been like one person or maybe two people. So, being with 3 of my friends all at the same time, 3 of my close friends all at the same time, it was just super dope. I loved it so much. I'm getting it tatted when I go to El Paso coming up in January, because definitely I was like, this might be the best day of my life, or it's definitely one of the best days of 2021. My other favorite memory is working on Generations, doing my first feature film this year. Shout out to Tanisha, the director, for believing in me and trusting me to be a camera operator on that is now streaming on Amazon Prime. Again, it's called Generations. You can look it up. It's under 2021 because that was the year of its release. You can check that out. My name is gonna be in the credits. You know what I'm saying? My name is in the credits of a movie that's on Amazon Prime. Are y'all hearing me right now? Like, maybe I'm gonna take the moments in and be like, bitch, I did that. Then I shot music videos this year. Came up with concepts of music videos, styled music videos. Shot my first one that I hadn't done I think I hadn't done a music video in like 10 years. So super shout out to Xavier for believing in me and allowing me to do those, because it just opened up more doors for me. So I was super excited about that. I also put out Do Not Bleach merch this year. It doesn't seem like it was this year. It feels like it was last year, but it's only been 1 year. That was January, and I did all the marketing, created all the marketing ideas for that, hired models, and was very intentional about the models that I hired and being intentional about representation. And that was super successful. Thank you to everybody that did that, because that was able to buy me the camera that I used to shoot those music videos with. So, it's just been a lot of great moments this year. Those are just the 3 off the top of my head that came to my mind when I was like, oh, and then I fucking spent a month in New Orleans. Like, went to New Orleans twice this year. Actually, I went for my birthday, drove down there. We always stop in Alabama. Fucking love Alabama. I went to Alabama for my birthday last year, and that was a great time. But then I stayed for a month and did a documentary down there. So I just love New Orleans. I had planned to move there. I got a little bit derailed, and it's still going to happen, though, because I love New Orleans. It has my heart. It has my soul. I was actually just looking at some pictures earlier because I'm getting ready to do a vision board for 2022, and I was getting some pictures from New Orleans so I could put them on my vision board, because I'm like, this is where my heart and my soul are. So it was a fucking great year. I got a new tattoo. That shit was not a good memory. I
finally made it to one. I finally made it to a memory
of 2021. Well, you live in LA now, and it's been a pandemic.
I
so
know, but I'm saying I saw you get your tattoo. I counted it down.
You was there.
You don't recall?
Yeah. I was. Y'all, let me tell you something. I have like 100 letters in my tattoo. At least that's what it feels like, right? And my best friend, who really was trying to do her best in that moment, right? She's like, oh my God, 1 down. And I was like,
2 down.
And then she's like, oh my God, 2 down. And I'm like, at that point, I'm like, please, God, don't let her count another one. I don't remember when you stopped. I think it was after 2 or 3.
I think we got to 4, and you were like, Aisha, if you name one more. I was like, oh, so this is not helpful. Okay, got it. I was thinking fractionally, oh, you have that much less to go. But it was not helpful in hindsight.
I don't know what it was, but the first 2 letters for sure were the worst. Even the tattoo artist, when she got done, was like, yeah, look how swollen her leg is right there. Like, yeah, it was definitely the worst. And I was just like, yeah, I didn't think you were going to make it. And I'm like, let me tell you something. First of all, I don't have no pants on, so I can't get up. Second of all, once I start some shit, we gonna finish it. That's just how I am, right? Which is so interesting because she was talking about how like she's like, yeah, people will be like, just keep going and they'll pass out and they just don't tell me. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know if it was pass out worthy, but even Xavier was like, you know, that thigh tattoo was that shit was not fun. So I don't know what it is about the thigh. And the dude was in there talking about yeah, it's fine. It's a good place to get it. Thigh tattoos don't hurt. To which I don't even know if he had a thigh tattoo. That's like, now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, how would he have known? But yeah, so 2021, you know, of course, with it being a pandemic, with us being locked in the house, you know, if you're like me being locked in the house, it's been an interesting year, but it definitely had some great moments. I'm done talking about 2021 now, even though there were probably many other things. I should have went through my camera roll. I was going through my camera roll.
Then we would have been here forever.
No, I mean, I should have went through my camera roll prepare to answering the question, so then I could have gave y'all more things, because, you know, last year I had a two-sided list. But 2022, I am looking forward to having my camera in my hand all the time, shooting more music videos, creating more concepts. I am looking forward to putting out a new line for Do Not Bleach that will come out in fall. But I have to start working on it now because it's going to be cut and sew. It's going to be made from scratch. So it takes some months to get through the production process from all the research that I did this year on it. So I was like, let me just go ahead. I would have loved to have, if I find out that it can be quicker, I will have something come out in spring. I have another set of things that I want to come out in spring. If not this year, then it'll come out next spring, and then we'll have the one for fall. But with that being said, super looking forward to that and creating another marketing campaign for that. Looking forward to a short film that I will be shooting, my very first independent, like, from my brain, everything, the script, the casting, the costume design, the set design, the lighting, all of that will be from my brain. Coming up in February, we'll start shooting that. Super looking forward to that. Traveling, I'm trying to be out here in these streets. I read this book. It was like, get at least 6 weeks of vacation. Y'all niggas can pay me or y'all can't, but I'm not gonna be here. Okay. Because that's what they say makes the girls happy. So I'm about to be gone starting in January, El Paso, 1 weekend to my 6 weeks of vacation. Looking forward to that. I read this book, like I just said, Blue Zones of Happiness. I'm looking forward to it, just in general, trying to practice everything that was in that book to see if it does lead to more happiness. So yeah, I'm not gonna go on too long because I can go on forever. I'm just super excited about 2022. I just feel in my soul that I'm going to be where I want to be and do the things that I want to do, and I'm just gonna be living more intentionally. So, hell yeah, that's what I had for month in review. Just wanted to talk about 2021 and 2022. Queen, what did you have for us for a month in review? I'm sorry, what did you have for us for a look back at it?
Okay. I was honestly still on Icebreaker, but you know what? We're gonna, fine. I don't fucking care. It's my fucking show. I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want, whatever order I want. I want to talk about how you guys have a certified auntie for at least the next 7 years. You're all fucking welcome. Ain't nobody taking me out the game, coach. With that being said, I subjected myself to an IUD, which was gosh awful. It hurt so fucking bad, but I had to tell myself on a table, like, bad bitch, listen here, it's gonna hurt way worse to push a baby's cranium out your cooch, so please thug it out. But now,
you had to be awake? Oh, God.
Yes. So when I sat down, sister was like, have you ever been sedated for an IUD before? And I was like, what? No, can I be? And she was like, oh, you know, they usually do that, like, if you get an IUD put in after you give birth. And I was like, oh, well, you know, never given birth, so no, haven't been sedated or anything. And she was like, okay. And I was like, is that an option? She was like, yeah, no, not unless you're giving birth. And I was like, well, then why did you even tell me? But basically, it was the fuck awful. And she was like, it's going to be very painful whenever I measure and then whenever I insert the IUD. And when she was quote unquote measuring, I don't know what the fuck she calls measuring, but I think her measuring was like putting pliers in me and cranking that bitch open. I think that must be measuring, and then you insert the umbrella thing, because it hurt so fucking bad. My twat jumped off the table. I was like, this is real fucking pain, dog. Like, I don't fucking like this. So what I wanted to talk about is male birth control. I am calling for all men to cut those scrotums, boy. You hear me? Because you know something? Y'all Negroes can get bitches pregnant like 58 times a day if you want to. 365 of those bitches. And I can only have a full-term pregnancy once per year, dog. Why the fuck? Why the fuck do women have to be so responsible for every fucking thing and men have no responsibility for anything? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. So in 2022, ladies, tell your man to cut his balls off. That's all I'm saying. And you know something? If Michael Scott can get a vasectomy like 3 times and reversals, I don't see what the problem is. If Michael Scott can do it, you can too. That goes out to all our male listeners and girls who like penises. Get them all cut off. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And happy 2022. Mm-hmm.
Is that everything that you had? We'll look back at it? Was that your look back at it?
It was really my icebreaker, but you skirted past me. So I actually...
Oh, I'm sorry.
You weren't going to skirt past this pain because I'm over here throbbing in the uterus right now and not in a good way, okay? Not in a good way. I
can't wait. I cannot
ladies,
wait to post this in my story. I can't wait to post this in my story with no context.
No, because ladies, if you've had an IUD, you know after they give you an IUD, they're like, there'll be a slight amount of bleeding. They gave me a diaper-sized pad, bitch, and I had to walk around all day feeling like Tommy from Rugrats. It was awful. It was awful. It was awful. But with that being said, I shall be an auntie for 7 years. You fuck niggas are not taking me out the game, coach. Okay?
You know there are like... Well, I mean, you didn't know until you know. But ladies, there are so many other forms of birth control that you can do that are not...
I know there are other forms of birth control. But this, for me, is the most effective. It's the least I have to think about.
Oh, you've done this before?
It is the less... No, I'm saying I tried to take pills.
When you did your research.
Yeah, I tried to take pills when I was like, I want to say 16. I think I took like 3. Because it's not easy to remember. And it's one of those things that's like, oh, did you miss it by the wrong hour? You might get pregnant. Like, nigga, what? What? I took it 2 hours late and now I have a baby? This is absurdity. So, yeah, again, it's so much pressure on women and I can't impregnate myself. The fuck? You guys should have to deal with this, not me.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Y'all... After that story, y'all know I am not. Let me make this very clear. I'm not telling you neither. I am not here to tell the girls to do either nor of anything. I am not a birth control queen minus a condom or something because my entire life I've just been afraid. I've been like, if you get on hormonal birth control, you're going to get off of it and your period is going to be like, ha-ha, bitch, I'm back and I'm back with a vengeance.
Bitch,
and it's going to be bad.
I will have IUDs. I mean, it was awful, but I will have them till the day I die. I'm not coming out of the game, coach. I'm telling you right fucking now. I'm not coming out. I'm staying in here and I'm playing through overtime. I will be 64 on this IUD.
After that story she just told, I will not ever be getting an IUD.
Well, see, because that's once every 7 years versus these bitches that are having babies every year. And
even 7 years,
I'm
still
doing
like,
it.
no.
I'm not doing it.
Like, I am such an anti-pain queen, and I think the girls know this if you follow my stories, that I am bald for that simple fact. The other week, I didn't even realize I had been growing my hair out for 6 months. The other week, I didn't realize, I don't think I had combed my hair in like a month. I just kept throwing hats on and going out the house because, again, the only place I've been going is work. So with that being said, I was like, oh, okay, I'm finna cut my hair, like, because I was growing it out to get braids. I wanted the Nicki Minaj knee length, you know what I'm saying, braids.
You bitches can't spell frog.
Yes, that's what I wanted. And I finally got to the finish line, but I hadn't been feeling well the week before that. And I was like, so now I'm going to choose to be in pain? No, don't think so. So then I went into the bathroom, and rather than combing the knots out of my hair, because again, I'm an anti-pain queen, I just cut them out. Like, I took the scissors and cut every nap out of my head and then took the razors and shaved my head back bald. I do not do pain. I do not like it. I don't want no parts of it. So what you just described is a no for me. If I can't condom my way out of it, if I can't celibacy my way out of it, if I can't non-hormonal birth control my way out of it, I guess I'm just going to be...
Well, they have non-hormonal IUDs, but they were like, because they're non-hormonal, you will probably have a regular to severe period. And I was like,
severe?
No, thank
ma'am.
you, girl. Yeah, they were like man bleeding and man. They didn't say everybody, but they were like, it's more likely, like more people say that when they have the non-hormonal one. And I said, well, give me the little hormones, girl, because no period. Give me that. Which you typically do have a bleeding cycle, but it's not called a period because there's no egg in it. If that makes sense, because the IUD blocks the egg, but it doesn't necessarily block the shedding of the uterine lining, if that makes sense.
So where does the egg go?
It just doesn't come out. It doesn't come out of your Ovaries? It just doesn't come out.
So you're just gonna have old eggs in you?
I don't give a fuck what happens to those eggs.
I'm not coming out. I'm asking.
I heard you can get $6,000 per pop, so why don't you dig those fucking old things up and sell them? I don't know, but I don't want them.
We need to bring somebody on the show because I actually have questions now. Because that's what I was wondering when you said it just now. I'm like, okay, well, where does it go? Because it's been released now, and it ain't connected to your uterus no more. It's just gonna sit in there. See, that's what I be talking about. That right there
can turn to a powdered donut for all the fucks I give. It can't come into Mother Earth. That's all I know.
That right there be what I be talking about when I be like, I can't do birth control. I just can't get with the things. Not the kind that you got to be invasive. I hate invasive shit in general. I'd be like, no, you're not putting that inside me. I don't want it. So yeah, but congratulations, Queen.
Well, if you don't like invasive things, you shan't have a baby anyway. You should be fine.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I want no parts. I keep your things out of my body. And the only thing I want going in my body is food.
Okay. Heard you, sis.
So, congratulations for making it through that. I'm so proud of you and so amazed by your overwhelming amounts of strength because I would have felt pain and been like, I'm good.
The entire process probably only took like 60 seconds, but it was a fucking long 60 seconds.
What?
It was long. It was long, and it was... God bless me so much. Anyway, let's move on. So, I want to talk real quick and look back at it. J Balvin, white Latino, has won Afro-Latino Artist of the Year by the African Entertainment Awards. What? So J Balvin decided to make a comment and said, oh, yes, while I am not Afro-Latino, I appreciate this award, and I appreciate you guys understanding that I'm contributing to your shenanigans. J Balvin. So the African Entertainment Awards came out and was like, hey girls, just so y'all know, PSA, because they saw the girls were in a tussle, that the nominees do not have any say in their nomination or their influence of the award. It was voted upon by the fans, and basically we are just asking for you guys to continue to support these artists so we can bridge the gap between Africans and Latinos. Bridge the gap. Okay, so we're going to put an end to racism by giving white people African awards?
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right.
Also, I would like to know when the blacks or the Latinos should have been held responsible for the racism that exists anyway. So why we have to be the one bridging gaps is concerning, but also a gain. It was re-brought to my attention because I had forgot all about it. That J Balvin was walking black women on leashes in a music video this year. Well, I guess in 2021, and then turn around and won Afro-Latino Artist of the Year award. Like, girl, lit. I have so many words that are just like, girl, we already know. We're all thinking the same thing. Girl, what? And you should have just came out and be like, thank you guys for this award, but no thank you. How about we celebrate this artist and this artist and this artist, all of the people who I've bid off of and stolen from. How about we celebrate you guys instead? That would have been the more mature way to handle this nomination and award to me, not by saying, hey guys, yeah, I'm not black, but thanks anyways, and I'm gonna take this and frame it. Girl, what? Are you dumb? What the hell is this?
Upset?
Oh yeah, the girls are upset. The girls are fighting mad. He said, I'm not Afro-Latino, but thank you for giving me a place in the contribution of Afro music and its movement. I don't understand why you didn't just say, I will take this time in the spotlight to uplift the Afro-Latino artist that I stole from and the Afro artist that I stole from. I don't understand.
Well, I mean, I would have been more surprised, I think, if he would have, because I feel like this is what the girls love to do. But you know what I'm thinking about when Adele was like, Beyonce, I love your music. I love Lemonade, the way my friends love Lemonade. And I'm going to still take this award. But I understand, again,
to be fair, she said she dedicated it to her and said that she deserved it. He didn't say anybody else's name and didn't say anybody else deserved it. He was like, yes, thank you. I contributed. Amen.
Either way, I'm still pissed.
Either way. I hear you, but I feel like he could have acknowledged the other people and chose not to. I
will never forgive y'all for giving anyone a Grammy for anything besides Lemonade. Like, are y'all insane? Mm-hmm. But anywho, I know that has nothing to do with the conversation at hand. But not surprised. Not surprised at all. Sounds about right. And even the whole, like, the thing about it being our responsibility to end racism. Like, you know, it just reminds me when people be like, the blacks are too nice. They're too nice. Y'all are too forgiving. Y'all are too loving, which I normally would say that's not a thing. Like, I'm glad that we're all these things, but sometimes I'd be like, I'm glad I'm human because I get to be flip-floppy, and I'm flip-flopping right now because y'all are too nice for me in this instance.
V-ghetto. J Balvin, hashtag J Balvin, give it the fuck back. What the hell is wrong with you?
Right.
And then, before we moved on, I wanted to talk about my mommy. This is something that I feel like went under the radar, but was brought back to my attention, that my mommy has a fly named after her because it has a golden shiny butt. And in Australia, there was a fly that was discovered, a horse fly, in 1981, the year my mommy was born, Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. And in 2011, it was scientifically described. And Brian Lessard from the Australia Science Agency said that this shows the fun side of taxonomy, and it's the naming of species. And they named this horsefly after the all-time diva of flies, and it's called the Scaptia Beyonce. And its unique, dense golden hairs on the fly's abdomen led to me naming this fly in honor of the performer Beyonce. And I know that's right. When will you girls ever have a species named after you? Never, never, never. And that's all I had to say.
Okay, well, congratulations to Beyonce. That's wonderful.
Congrats to my queen. Love you so, 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 so much.
You are something else. So that wraps up Look Back at It, correct? And we are moving on to Say What Now?
Yes, so just real quick, we wanted to skip on over Blank While Black this week because we want to start y'all month off without giving you the sad, 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 cry, cry, cry. So we're skipping over our segment of Blank While Black this week.
Alrighty, thanks for that. Back to me.
Yeah, back to me. Thank you, me.
So according to Impact via Instagram, the anti-vaxxers, this story's a little old. Y'all know we took some weeks off to recoup, to, you know what I'm saying, take a break from all of our hard work here in these 4440 mean streets. With that being said, it's a little old, bringing it back around because, say what now? Girl, the anti-vaxxers are showing up to municipal meetings wearing yellow stars.
What does that
The
mean?
reason why this is quite terrible is because Jewish people who were 6 years and older were forced to wear yellow stars in Nazi-occupied Europe to be easily identified for, torture and death. And the anti-vaxxer says, let us take this up. Let us reclaim this and use it because we, too, are being persecuted for choosing not to get vaccinated. And I just had to say, what the hell? Honestly, I think I might rename this segment. Are y'all okay? Or some part of this show, or a t-shirt or a hoodie or something needs to say, are y'all okay? Because I feel like I have been having to ask that way too often over the last 2 years, maybe even before that, but definitely over this last year on this podcast. I can remember many of time where I had to say, is y'all all right? Y'all are disrespectful. Y'all are just the worst. Y'all are literally the worst. These aren't even my people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all people are my people, but these are not my people. And if they was my people, like if I was these people, I would be livid. So I just hope y'all get drugged for filth. Continue to get drugged for filth because what the fuck?
People are really dumb. You are really dumb. That's how I feel about that because I'm sorry. Have y'all girls never read a book, like, ever? Have you ever been to school? What?
Apparently they did read a book, right? Idea? Like, they read a book and said, yes, us too. What? Like, are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Don't even answer. It's rhetorical. Y'all are not all right.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Anywho, that is all I have for... I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
Okay. Fuck are your drums?
I had Instagram open and the real Tarzan had a tarantula on his face, and I am so afraid of spiders that I can't even look at them on TV or through a phone.
You did not just scream in our listeners' eardrums over a picture of a spider.
It was a video. It was hairy. It was on his mouth. Ugh. It's fucking gross. It's too much. It's too much. Continue, Queen. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm going to take a break.
Cindy, you know what I thought of? That day that you lost your ever-loving mind on the phone because of that damn water bug. That's what I thought was happening. I was about to throw my own microphone. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, a photo of a photo of a tarantula, a video of a tarantula. Yeah, I do not fuck with tarantulas. It's like right beneath having a water bug on my literal.
Okay, no, we are not. You know what? We're not even saying the term WB on our show anymore because you know how I get about them. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let me take it away, party people. So in my say what now? This week I wanted to talk about something that happened in 2017. I have a lot of throwbacks today, but that's because I was, articles be resurfacing and you'd be like, wait, what? In 2017, there is a wife with a purpose, the alt-right social media activist who chronicles her life as a proud nationalist and Mormon mother. We should have known everything we needed to know right there. Well, she took to her social media to say that if we do not start procreating, and by we, I mean the whites, if we don't start procreating, we will be extinct in 300 years, and who wants to see a future without white people? And she says that her primary duty is having children and supporting her husband, and she is issuing a white baby challenge, throwing down the breeding gauntlet. As a mother of 6, I challenge families to have as many white babies as I have contributed. And she said that she wants people to either match her or beat her in the white baby challenge. And all I could think of was Issa Rae picking up that damn baby in the hospital and chucking it in the trash can. Because, girl, have you lost your mind? Talking about some white people are about to be extinct in 300 years. Girls, we're not even going to have a planet. Re-fucking-lax. Whichever ones of you make it to Mars with all the other rich folk, those are going to be the only colors of babies that exist. So relax, girl. You and your white children are all going to be dead before 300 years is up anyway. So let it go, Carol. Have you lost your mind? What a loser. Hashtag white baby challenge. Girl. You talking about I contributed 6 babies. Like, contributed? This is not a canned food drive, girl. There are babies out of your vagina. And this is why I stand on my awful IUD. This is why I stand. This bitch said she contributed white babies, 6 of them. Like they are canned food. I'm out of here, dog.
Y'all should flood Aisha's DMs and tell her to do stand-up. I've been trying to convince her. And she won't listen to me. But it would be so good at it. Like, I was listening to Lex. Well, of course, you are already an actress. So, lucky us. But I was going to say, Lex was like, yeah, Lex and Drea. Shout out to the Poor Minds podcast, Lex P. and Drea Nicole. And Lex was like, I want to do acting and yada, yada, yada. And I was like, she absolutely should. Like, she's so good. Like, she's just an icon. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait. I actually have some ideas.
So, you're taking the focus away from my white babies.
Right. And so with that being said, I think Aisha should do stand-up, because I just think she would be really, really good at it.
I am not being funny. I want to know what the fuck is wrong with this Mormon. I want to know what her problem is. And if you want to have your white babies, girl, you go have those saltines and have as many as you like. And guess what? Still in 300 years, they shall all be dead. And that's the that on that.
I'm going to have to make the time. Excuse me, y'all. I'm going to have to make the time to go through all of our podcasts and compile a stand-up for Aisha.
No.
Because I'm just going to put it all together and it's just going to be Aisha's best moments of the podcast.
We're out of here. There are no Aisha's best moments. Sexpectations, our next segment where we talk about relationships and sometimes sex too. Sid, do you have Sexpectations for the girls?
I do. I hope I haven't asked this before. It's in my phone. I have forgotten to get one. How I could have done such a thing, I do not know.
Okay.
Describe what an orgasm feels like in one word.
A sneeze.
Wait a minute. Did we talk about this already? Because I feel like I know this answer already.
I don't know, but it feels like a really hard sneeze, like one that's just been up in there, and you finally get it out. Oh, it's like a good long sneeze. But a sneeze is like 1 second. An orgasm is like,
time.
it's like, what? No, sneezing feels so good. Like, oh my God. Or, like, when you have to pee so fucking bad and you're literally, like, crying because you're like, I will pee in my fucking panties right now. I don't care if I'm 38 years old. But then you get to a toilet, like, just in time. It's like getting there just in time to pee and sneezing really hard. So that pee...
Yo, Aisha needs to do stand-up. Y'all DM her. DM her. Because what? First of all, those are all... I mean, you know what? I'm not going to say they're horrible because you deserve to describe it as whatever you want to. But they just sound terrible.
If you think anyone heard that ASMR just now and didn't immediately go ask their partner to give them an O, then you are crazy because... A hard pee and a sneeze at one time sounds like something I need right fucking now to get over this IUD pain, girl. Let me sneeze real fucking hard. Can we name this episode Let Me Sneeze on That Dick?
I hate you. I absolutely hate you.
Oh, good times. God, I want to sneeze right now.
I quit. I wish there was a video recording us right now so I could take my headphones off and walk away.
Oh, I'm glad there's not, because I look like a ragamuffin. I just took the towel off my head. Oh, girl. Guys, I'm trying to grow out my hair to get these braids so somebody can pull them and give me that big fat sneeze. And my hair looks the fuck crazy.
There's something wrong with you.
Are you done? Are you done?
Are you okay?
I heard you snort. Are you done? Are you done?
Okay.
Okay. My Sexpectations question for you, Sydney. I feel like we've talked about this, but even if we did, we're gonna have a little revisit because evolution. Would you date somebody who has different religious and or political beliefs than you?
You definitely asked me about the religious thing. I absolutely would, but that's because I'm a culture vulture.
Okay.
I'd be like, let me get me an African man so I can steal his culture. Cause,
I know that's right.
Mine was stolen from me. Or when people be like, oh, I would not date outside my race. I'm sorry, I said that very condescending. When people are like, I would not date outside my race. I'd be like, I the fuck would. Like, I have no problem with that.
Sydney's life dream is to be the reenaction of Cinderella. With Brandy and Whitney Houston.
I wish I could break out in a song right now, but I cannot remember the lines to the Cinderella song that I want to sing.
Okay, good.
Because I want to sing it. And honestly, when it comes to me later on in this episode, I'm going to burst out into song.
It's the fact that I know you so well. Because you just had a big fat sneeze all because I said you want to be the real life Cinderella.
Let me tell you something. I am totally procrastinating right now as I type in Roger and
I know you are. Okay, you know what? Let me move on so you can't. No, but I brought this up because I had a conversation with, should I keep them anon? With a couple that I know. And they, like, one is religious and the other one is like, I'm a witch. And one is like Republican and one is fuck all this shit. Fuck, I'll turn over all these goddamn tables. And I was like, and y'all fuck. And y'all love life together. And y'all love each other. That is amazing. But I brought that up because I was like, I don't think I could do it. But I kind of see the merit in being with someone that you're like, we can have debates all day and still love each other. And I thought, now, I can disagree with many of things, and maybe even that idea itself, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to kind of maybe debate with your partner all day. I don't want to do that, but it's fun to watch other people do that and still be able to love each other at the end of it. And I'm like, it's kind of crazy because people don't really have a lot of conversations. If you disagree with somebody, you typically are not having a good conversation. You're having an argument. And they were having, like, you know, debates and conversation. And I thought it was really dope. But I was like, I can't see wanting to fuck you later tonight at all. No.
The sweetest sound.
Oh, I knew you were going to do it. And I knew I should have just kept talking. I should have just kept talking. I should have
be said. The most entrancing sight of all is waiting to be seen.
Sydney.
I fucking love Cinderella. Oh my God.
Well, you know what? I wish your Asian inspired man in your vicinity soon. You know what? I'm sure there's an app for that. There's an app for
did you say my Asian inspired? There is. It's a dating app for people of color. With that being said, Asian inspired man?
Yep, Asian inspired.
What does that mean? It sounds like he's not actually going to be Asian.
Well, you're a culture vulture. What do you know?
I laugh so hard my side is hurting. With that being said, I would absolutely date somebody who has a different religious belief than I would. At least in my head. Like again, I don't know how.
What about political though?
I don't know how that will work out because you might argue, like you just said. I heard you. You know what I'm saying? While I was looking up the lyrics. But politically, like, I'm sorry, I just blew air into the microphone. I'm sorry, y'all. That probably sounded really nasty to y'all. Like, when I'm thinking, like, oh, God, like, I voted for Bernie and you voted for Jill Stein, or are we talking I voted for Bernie and you voted for Trump? Because I just feel like...
Yeah, that's the exact situation, actually.
I think we would have to both be liberal. I think I would not date a man. But inside... Oh, God. In my head, I'd be trying to understand, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be wanting to understand the girls.
But I feel like date the girls. Religion and politics kind of I feel like they go hand in hand. Because people will use their religion to back up what I would consider fucked up politics. And they'd be my Bible told me so. Or whatever else, my Quran or my Bhagavad Gita, whatever. Like, I feel like people use religion and their religious ideas, and they be like, this is what I will take to the grave because this is my religion. I believe in this wholeheartedly. And because I believe in this religion wholeheartedly, I believe in these politics because they go along with whatever religion. Because, religion, used to control the masses.
And see, I was going to say, like, I feel like just like you can use religion for bad, you can use it for good also. Like, I read the Bible and I see the things, like, so for instance, I did to say, like, just because someone is of a certain belief, I guess it's more about who they are as a person, right? Because as wild as it may sound, I assume there is somebody out there that voted for Trump for good reasons and good intentions, and they really thought they were doing the right thing. I'm saying it in the way I'm saying it because it sounds like I am reaching and I'm about to tear something because I didn't stretch before I reached. Mm-hmm. It seems like it's not possible, but in my head I'm like, no, it has to be, right? There is always a gray area. So with that being said, maybe if I talk to you about it and you tell me why and you're being genuine, I can tell you're being genuine and I'm using my intuition and all the things, maybe I don't say no or it would be impossible because I've just done so many things that I just never thought I would do in my life. Not necessarily good or bad. I'm just saying, like, in general, I would never. Like, even something as simple as somebody puts a shoe out and I'm like, this shoe's ugly as fuck. I would never wear that shit. And in the moment the shoe sells out, I'd be like, I actually kind of like this shoe. I wish I had decided this earlier because now I can't get this shoe. So yeah, I try to be very open-minded and very understanding because, again, I think our goal should be to, and this is not to say you have to date, again, this person, right? But I think our goal, if we made it the goal to find common ground with people who had very different opinions from ourselves, we might actually get somewhere or at least be finding benefit for both people. Right? Let's say, like, okay, like, for instance, and I'm gonna try to make this short because I know we got other shit to talk about, but like, say, oh, I'm a Bernie supporter, you're a Trump supporter. Maybe if we at least try to find some common ground, we both could get benefits out of it instead of there being a losing team altogether, if that makes sense. That's where my head wants to go, on some silver lining positivity type shit, but maybe that's just not true. So that's where my head is. So in my head, politically, I would definitely more lean towards dating somebody of a different religious belief than I would dating someone of a different political belief, if it's as dramatic as I'm a Bernie supporter, you're a Trump supporter, or I'm a Malcolm X supporter and you're a fucking what's that nigga name that used to be over the FBI? You're a J. Edgar Hoover fan. Like, I'm like, oh hell no. If it's that dramatic, but if it's, we're both voting for fucking Democratic or whatever, and you're fucking, I'm Bernie Sanders and you're Elizabeth Warren, that's a little bit different. So yeah, it depends, I guess, on how dramatic of a difference it is. But yeah, definitely sure for the religion. On the political, depends. I gotta know more information. And also, it's a no on the religion if you're trying to force that shit on me, because I want to make my own decisions with my own life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so say I decide to be Muslim, I'm not gonna be telling my partner, you gotta convert for me. Like, no.
But I think that in the majority of religion, it looks like it's your job to convert. Like, that's what you're instructed by your book to do, your religious book to do. I at least know that of Islam, and I at least know that of Christianity. You're instructed to go and make followers. And anybody who you don't try to reach, their blood essentially is on your hands when they die and go to hell forever or whatever the fuck. It's on you because you did not do your job as a representative of your religion. And I think that's why it gets a little tricky, because I'm like, it's one thing to think differently than me, believe differently, move differently, but it's another thing to try to tell me what to do or that I'm right or wrong. I enjoy being plant-based, I stand on it, but I also still don't try to force people, even though I think maybe what other people are doing is wrong. I don't try to make anybody do nothing. If you like the way I live by example and what I stand for, cool, but I'm not about to force this shit on you. You do what you believe is right, I'm gonna do what I believe is right, and we are both gonna end up skeletons anyway, so it is what it is. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of anybody trying to force me to do basically anything, especially the way my personality is set up, because I'm probably gonna rebel.
Yeah, and I know so little about religion that I can say I can't neither agree nor disagree with you about that being the goal behind them. I would have to see that for myself, but yeah, I definitely, if you know what I'm saying, if that's what's going on, then yeah, that ain't. Then I guess we can't have two different religions. So yeah, but good question. I appreciate it. It was I enjoyed
yours.
About
yours
it.
was okay too, Sid. Yours was okay too.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
Okay, well, black on black support. I have 2. Actually, I have 3. But first, I want to say shout out to my little sister, Blue Ivy Carter, because she won Best Voiceover Actress at the 2021 Voice Arts Awards for voicing Hair Love by Matthew Cherry, which was a book that took the nation by storm, and all the girls were loving it. It was made into like a short animation, which won a lot of awards also. So shout out to my little sister. So super, super congrats, my little sis. And then I'm going to name one more that I'll give it to you and we can switch off. The next one is going to go to my grandma, Mama Tina, because she has a talk show that is out on Facebook now. I cannot wait to watch it. I think it's already launched, but I have not seen it yet. And it is Talks with Mama Tina, and my mommy Beyonce and my little sisters contributed to the intro music for my grandma's new show. So shout out to Mama Tina and my sister Blue Ivy Carter. Love you guys so much. And that is my black on black support for now. Sid, do you have anything for us?
My black on black support goes out to the one and motherfucking only Issa motherfucking Rae.
Issa fucking Rae. Joe Issa Job. I love you.
I'm not sure what just happened.
That's her full name.
What is it?
Joissa Job.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know that. That's her full first name?
I learned, no, her first and last name. I learned that in her,
because her last name isn't actually Ray.
No. I learned that in her book, Adventures of Awkward Black Girl. I read that a couple years ago.
Niggas do be changing their name. I was just looking at Olivia Wilde. She directed Booksmart. I was listening to some interviews of her the other night, and she said that she changed her name to, her last name is Wilde after like an homage to some nigga that has the last name Wilde. It just escaped my.
A lot of the girls be changing their names to names they don't even know.
Eric, aka Jamie Foxx, or Willard, which is the same thing as Will, but people don't know that his real name is Willard.
They think it's William.
Carol, Willard Carroll. And Queen Latifah and
but her name is Joissa Rae Job, but she goes by Issa Rae.
Gotcha. Come on, Joissa, that's really cute. Yes, guys, we have come here today because Issa Rae has wrapped the final episode of her series, the critically acclaimed Insecure with HBO. We are super proud of her. I'm going to get into the things in a moment, but I do just want to take a moment to say, Queen, if you are listening to this, anybody involved listening to this, to be a part of a show that shapes culture, kind of like Power, right? Like, I would put Insecure in that same category where, like, Insecure was a thing. You know what I'm saying? We sat down to watch that shit. It was Insecure Sundays. We talked about it. There were memes. We were excited. She put two dark-skinned women on TV. I really hate that I did not go
to a Insecure watch party this year, because what is my problem?
Yeah, and it's okay. There will be others. She got more shows and more movies. Also, girl, while we here, ma'am, Photograph and Lovebirds are the only 2 things I can watch if I want to see you, besides oh yeah, I forgot about Little. But besides Insecure, ma'am, with you now rapping Insecure, could you please do more movies, because I just love to see you. Sometimes I just be like, I feel like seeing Issa right now, so I'll turn on either Photograph or Lovebirds, but after a while,
I need an Insecure
need
movie. Just like Sex and the City. I feel like she can give us an Insecure movie or 7.
Nah, I don't want it. Honestly,
no, I do.
After that finale, I don't want anything else Insecure.
I feel like once I saw. I'm weak. I feel like once I saw, the Sex and City girls do the movies, I feel like I deserve an Insecure movie, that leaves us on a cliffhanger or something great. But of course, the girls tried to tie all the loose ends in 27 minutes, basically. So I guess.
No, the episode was like.
I suppose we're supposed to be satiated.
The episode was like 40 minutes this time, right?
Yeah, I saw it was allegedly 40 minutes.
Okay. With that being said, now I'm finna get into your ass.
Oh,
Issa.
Not our black on black support about to get into her ass.
Issa, I was not pleased. I was never gonna be pleased anyway because I didn't want it to end. So I guess I couldn't have been pleased either way. I was not pleased. The other night I had a friend say that I know you're anti-marriage, and I was like, no, ma'am. You cannot be anti-marriage when you are pro-happiness. I am pro the things that make the girls happy, right? So if you want to be married, then I wish that for you. And I mean, I truly, with my whole heart and soul, wish you your best life, right? But with that being said, I was saying that I don't think it's fair of me to project on to Insecure, because what essentially has happened is because of the similarities between Insecure and Girlfriends. I was watching an interview of the ladies that were on Girlfriends, the 4 girlfriends, of course, and Tracee Ellis Ross was asked, how would you have wanted to see Joan's how would you have wanted to see the show come to an end for Joan? Like, what would you have wanted to happen in her life? And she was like, I would have wanted to see her happy and single. She was like, for me, my friends have been some of my greatest love affairs. For Joan, I think that Tony is her greatest love affair. And I would have just loved to have seen that representation in Insecure. Rodney, shout out to Rodney the Voice on YouTube, THA, not THE, if y'all want to go check him out. He literally took the words right out of my mouth. He was like, I just felt like they took the easy way out, right? Even statistically speaking, and I don't want to be sad, make sad things, right? But statistically speaking, if I'm not incorrect, I need to relook this stuff up, but black women are the first to be divorced, the last to be married. 60% of men cheat, 40% of women cheat. And these are figures that may have changed over the years. I'm not sure how old the book is that I read that in is from or whatever, right? But say that to say, we know these things are harder for black women, right? So what is the likelihood that 3 or 4 friends are going to be married? Also, everybody's like, oh, we got a happy ending for all of the girls. And it's like, Tiffany is not happy. I know y'all don't like Amanda Seales, which means y'all probably then don't like Tiffany, but Tiffany is not happy, girls.
But I think that's real too. Ending. That's real too. Well, I don't know that she wasn't happy because she didn't end up getting pregnant with that second baby. So maybe she wasn't happy, but then got happy. You know what I mean?
I don't know. All I know is I'm going to go with the last thing that was said. The last thing that was said is I hate it here.
Like, and I can imagine. But that house, wow, was stunning, and that yard was stunning.
Mm-hmm. But Tiffany has not been happy since she had that baby. Now, I don't know about now. Like you said, I don't know about at the wedding, but as far as we have seen Tiffany, she is always sad and crying and wanting out of the things. So with that being said, all the girls are like, we got our happy ending. It's like, I mean, kind of, if you don't count Amanda Seales' character, but Then also Kelly with a baby. I'm just like, when has Kelly, which again, then that I guess would be on the fault of the writing team that they never gave us any backstory on Kelly. All we've ever had from Kelly is her be the comedic relief. But with that being said, I'm like, when has Kelly ever wanted a man? When has Kelly ever wanted a baby? Is this true to her character? But we also didn't get a character, so I guess y'all can throw whatever bullshit y'all want to in there. Okay. Then, now, the one way I do differ from Rodney, the Voice, THA, on YouTube, is he said that he would have wanted Molly to be single. I actually think Molly has done the work and become whole enough, quote unquote, right, if that's even a thing, to be in a relationship. I think Molly, as the girls have said on Twitter, this is Molly's comeback season. My favorite part of Insecure this year has been the relationship between Molly and Issa and how strong of a bond they had. They just were there for each other. When Molly showed up on the last episode with the food and the alcohol, I was like, y'all have been here, and I love to fucking see it. Yeah. So with that being said, I think Molly, and even like hearing Molly be vulnerable with Torian when he's like, oh, we're supposed to go on this date, you know what I'm saying, I'm excited, she's like, you know what, I had a lot going on, it was a draining day, I just can't do it. And then of course him sending her food, I was just like, love it, love to see it. So with that being said, I do think Molly has done the work to be in a relationship with somebody now. I think she's very different from the Molly that we saw first season, who was pressed to be in a relationship. I think it was Issa who should have been single. I'm not sure if I agree, but I did see somebody say that they don't think that who Issa is now would have had interest in Lawrence or Nathan, and that's something to mull over intellectually, I suppose. But I also was never.
I would also say that the last like 2 episodes took place over like 4 years. So it's kind of hard to be like, oh yeah, I don't see that for him, because Elijah was 4 years old at least in that last scene. I was like, excuse me, who the hell is this? Literally, when she walked in the kitchen, I didn't know who the fuck he was supposed to be. But yeah, he got grown. Simone got grown. So I was like, okay, so this is the last episode. Like, we had all these conversations about who wasn't happy, who was going through this and that, and then the very last episodes and scenes was literally like 3-4 years in the future. So. And I feel like also with the Kelly thing, like, we watched her change, like, pretty much the second she died, she was killed off, by her school, basically. We watched her change. I mean, she literally changed whole career. She literally changed, I think, as a whole character when she was like, and she even said, basically, when I died, all of these things started happening for me, and I started thinking differently and moving differently and blah, 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 and I wouldn't just give any of these niggas a baby, but I want this nigga's baby, and all of those things. So I think if you look at it as, okay, this is the span of these people, their friendships, their relationships, who they are, their careers, over 4 years, I think it makes a lot more sense than being like, y'all was just sad about this, or y'all were just talking about this. But I do understand how you can be like, well, why y'all didn't give us like a heads up for who these characters are and what they would want in the future, but also what you want for the future, what you plan for, which I think was a line in the show, basically, is typically not how things happen. And we gotta move around. We gotta move and shake whenever our plans change.
And so then I would argue, if you're going to go that route, then everybody kind of got cheated with you skipping through years like that. I could have sworn I saw them say that she was not going to wrap it up, which is another reason why I didn't like the finale, because it just wasn't my expectation. I thought she was just going to leave us in 2022, as I'm pretty sure we're in the future, based off of that first time jump at the beginning of the season. But with that being said, I think it's because I saw people saying that, like, we feel cheated because we didn't get to see these major transformations or conversations happening, right? So to me, it's either you should have gave us another season, or you should have just left us in 2022 as opposed to 2027. Like how you said, like, because again, it's just, if that's the case, you can throw anything in there. We might as well come up with new characters and just, hey, let's a party. No, like, huh? That's not been the trajectory. Like, it's not true.
You see me here and now, and you see me in 4 years, and be like, with a baby, because somebody miraculously convinced me to take out that damn IUD. Then you can't be like, I never saw that coming, because Aisha said in high school she never wanted a baby. It's like, well, damn, like, people change, and people's minds change, and people grow, and we've seen all that. Like we said, we've seen their characters grow over the past 5 years. So in 4 more years, how different would they be?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying, it just doesn't seem true to the storytelling, because I feel like this I literally remember going, damn, Issa and her writing team, do such a good job of covering so much material in 20 something minute episodes and 8 episodes a season. So I feel like it isn't true to the storytelling to do all this skipping around and all this, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm just saying. For me, I could have done without the wrap up. I could have done, and then like I said, for representation purposes, even on some, like, I think it would just be nice. And again, it's like I said on my story, right? Like, Issa told the story she wanted to tell, and that is legit wonderful. Like, I'm happy for her, right? She said she wanted Black women to have it all because they deserve it all. I think for me, it would just be nice, even if it's not Issa Rae, if it's somebody else, because I was just having this conversation with somebody, to see a Black woman on TV who is not so obsessed with having a man and having a baby, because you can have happiness, and not just contentment, but legit happiness outside of those things. Mm-hmm. And when I think about how we have so many movies, like, I was just to give an example, and like I said, I'm gonna drop it after this, but Deliver Us from Eva, right? Deliver Us from Eva is my favorite Gabrielle Union project, period. Love it. I think she's great in it. I think it's funny. At the base, though, kind of like when people talk about Love and Basketball, at its base, Deliver Us from Eva is about a bitter ass bitch who gets a man and becomes a lot nicer afterwards. Mm-hmm. She is mad as hell. She's evil as fuck because she ain't got no man. And so I think that's like what it is, right? Like, it's like, damn, it would just, I was thinking about it earlier. I was like, what if we really be wasting our 20s, not you, the rest of us, really wasting our 20s out here chasing after niggas when we could just enjoy life as it is. And when the niggas come through that are meant to be here, then we're happy with that too. So yeah, I guess that's what it is for me. I just, like I said, like Rodney said, that's why they took the easy way out. Here's the happy ending, which fuck a happy ending, because y'all sent Tasha to jail in Power, so fuck a happy ending. And Tariq's still alive, so fuck a happy ending on every show. I want all bad endings from now on. Since I can't get what I want in Power, really, I want all bad endings.
Don't like Tariq, y'all. Please don't say that man name around. Don't name your kid Tariq. Don't do nothing, because Sydney,
I hate him with my whole soul. So yeah, but like I said, I'm very happy that she told the story that she wanted to tell. Like I said, I just didn't like it. And I also have never been Team Lawrence, so I damn sure didn't like that shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Did you see that? Well, maybe you're the one who posted it. Did Lawrence just turn 40? My God.
Yeah, that was me.
Come on, Jay. Well, not Lawrence, but Jay Ellis. Wow. God. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely.
You are fine, Mr. J. Jesus. You are
I was shook it to my core. But yeah, with that being said, was
I'm
not
sorry,
wait.
Were you Team Nathan? Because...
I was team Issa be single and happy. That's what I'm hashtag. Fuck all these niggas. And let me tell you why. This is the last thing for real.
Okay, last thing, because I don't think everybody watches the show. So
true that. And that's okay. This is our show. Y'all should watch it. Now that y'all know all the details.
Right. Anyway. Now that you know the ending.
Nathan, I told somebody, I was like, I wasn't Team Nathan either because they didn't have the same chemistry to me this season that they did the very first time we saw them together, right? Like, I felt like there was something very magnetic about Nathan and Issa when they first met. Not first met, but, when they went on that walking through LA date ass shit. I was like, and they were in the pool and she was just being vulnerable and they had sex in the fucking, what's them shits called? The wheels. They're big, and the people get in them, and they're a Ferris wheel. There we go. Golly. Yeah, I was like, yeah. So this season, I didn't see that with them. So I was just Team Issa being single or having a new nigga that she was happy with. But Lawrence, I love that for her. She loves him. So in the words of Tiffany, girl, it don't got to make sense to us. It's just got to make sense to you, I guess, child. Mm-hmm. And I'm done.
Okay. Well, that last thing for Black on Black support, y'all, I just got a gift from my sister in the mail for the holidays, and it is from a company on Instagram called A Flare of Home. And it is a Black-owned company that was featured on Essence. It was a box of candles. I want to say it was like maybe 12 candles. And they have like a QR code that goes with the candles. And when you scan the candle, it gives you a playlist that quote unquote inspired the candle. So one of the candles that I picked up, it was like a whole playlist of like Ari Lennox and Snow Allegra, and it was just so vibey. And then there was another candle that was like a Christmassy candle, so it had a whole Christmas playlist that you could get either on Spotify or iTunes. And I was like, what a dope ass concept to have a candle that is inspired by a playlist and have a playlist to go along with it for people to enjoy while they light their candles, which, typically I light my candles as I'm cleaning or when I light at the end of the night when I've shut down the house, I light some candles to watch the TV with or whatever. So to have a playlist is so vibey, so cool. I think it's a very unique idea. So y'all please check out A Flare of Home on Instagram. And I think it would make a perfect gift because when I opened it, I was surprised. I love it. The packaging was amazing, which I stand great packaging. So y'all check out A Flare of Home, Black-owned candle company that has playlists to go along with their scents. That was really dope. So shout out to y'all, Black on Black support.
No, that's right.
Queen, I wanted to ask you, for book of the month for January, would you like to start Willard?
Oh, absolutely. I've been waiting on you.
Okay.
Which I don't mean in a bad way. I have just been waiting. I'm so excited. With that being said, I accept Aisha's invitation and come January 1st, which is 4 days from now. Mm-hmm. We'll be reading Will.
Yes, I am finishing up Sister Soldier's Midnight, the third book. Right. So as soon as I finished that, I was like, what book should I read next? And I've just been eyeballing the Will by Will Smith book because, for one, it is super beautiful. I think we've talked about before on the show how it was, the album art was created by B Studios, which was really cool for us, an artist we love out of New Orleans. And yeah, it's been eyeballing me. Sydney got me the Will Smith book, the hardcover, so y'all know she wants some cheeks. Oh my God, Jesus. She got me the hardcover book as a little prezzy, so thank you very much, Sid. And I'm excited to get started reading. Girls, if y'all are not the big reading girls, you can also get Will by Will Smith narrated by Will Smith on Audible, which Kalia put me on. And if you've never used Audible before, your first one is free. So instead of paying $30, for the Audible, you can listen to it for free $99 if you've never done Audible before. And I kind of want to do both. I want to read it and listen to it in Will Smith's voice because I just love Will Smith. So yeah, January book of the month. Let's read Will by Will Smith. If you haven't got it, y'all go pick it up. Y'all know we stand with Will Smith on this here show. We are adopted Smith family members.
Yeah, the royal family. I do love the Smiths. And with that being said, y'all should also check out the Blue Zones of Happiness. I am finishing that up right now. It is really good. Like I said earlier, that is kind of how I'm basing off how I would like to approach my new year. We're gonna see how that works, and if it works, then it'll be how I approach my life. You know what I'm saying? But check it out. It's all about cultivating happiness in your life through your workplace, your inner self, your inner circle, and it talks about the happiest places in the world and what those places do. It is just a really good read. I just enjoyed it. I think even reading it made me happy just to know that there are other people experiencing happiness levels like what is described in the book and stuff. So yeah, absolutely check it out, y'all. But if we are through with our book of the month, we might move into mental health check-in.
Absolutely, go right ahead, Sid.
Mine is a recommendation. It again comes from the Blue Zones of Happiness book that I just mentioned, and that is ladies especially, but everybody, but specifically because this affects women. Clear the clutter, clear your space, make room. Organize. In the book it said that women might have, like, I think it said anxiety or increased levels of anxiety because their spaces are not clean or they're full of clutter. I know I personally feel like that when my space is just like, I'll just walk into a room and be like, it's just too much, like, what's going on? Why is this table not clear? Why are there things on this table? I'm confused. It fucks with me. So I just wanted to throw that out there as a recommendation for people as we're going into the new year. I myself have been today working on clearing off my desk and getting things organized and throwing away, also to complement that book. There's a book, I can't think of the name. So next time I'll tell y'all, but it's all about how to clear your space, how to get rid of things and only keeping the things that bring you joy. And so say that to say I am reorganizing and clearing off my space and hoping to go into the new year with just less things that I don't need and like more space. I feel like space just equals health. And it just equals wellness. So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. Queen, do you have something for us for mental health check-in?
Oh yes, I love that. Clearing the clutter in your space will definitely help you clear the clutter in your mind, or at least it does for me. I cannot do anything if something is out of place in my home, so definitely going through your closets, getting rid of things that you're not going to wear. It's been sitting there for 3 years, girl. You're not going to wear it, to get rid of it. Give it to somebody else who's going to show it some love and show it around town. With that being said, my mental health check-in is, if you have not seen a therapist, I know people have different ideas of what it is, or be like, I don't have anything against it, but I don't want to go. I would say treat yourself, book at least one session, and just go see how it feels, because you can literally just go in, purge all these things that have been on your mind that you maybe don't share with your friends, or that you do share with your friends, but you don't want anybody's maybe feedback on. You just need a listener for the moment or whatever. Just go book a session, y'all. I think without insurance, I think it's maybe $75. So if you can and have the means to, or maybe if you want to ask a partner for a gift or a family member for a gift, ask them to book you a session of therapy. Just do one. Just get your mind right and ready for the year, even if it's just purging everything that's been on your mind and then moving forward after that. Because I do not go to therapy consistently, but I went to a few sessions before, and it just felt really good to say things I have never said out loud before, or I've never said to another person before. It just felt really good to get it all out. So if you have the means to, or if you have people in your life that love you and be willing to gift you something like that, book a session of therapy, child. Find somebody who maybe you might think would feel good to be around. Me personally, I like having a black woman, but find somebody that would feel good to you, and just go get it out there, purge it, and get ready for the new year. Clear space on your desk, and clear space in your mind. And now I'm ready for affirmations. Queen, do you have anything good for us to leave us off on a good note?
I do. My affirmation is that 2022 is ours. Okay? It is ours for the taking, y'all. I personally believe that every day, every week, I love a good Sunday, is an opportunity to be reborn, or to just get yourself together and start again and say, okay, maybe I had some successes last week, I had some failures last week, but I can start anew. But the new year, I am just so looking forward to this year. Like, I just, let's stay in the house if we're sick. Okay, let's wear a mask if we're outside. Let's social distance if we can. But besides that, let's chase our dreams, y'all. Let's do some wild shit. Not wild as in get anybody COVID sick, but besides those things, let's have a good ass time. Let's make some memories this year. Let's lead with love. Let's walk. Let's leap before we look. Just got that from a director. Let's do the fucking things. Okay, 2022 is ours, not yours, not mine. It is ours, because we are all bound together through the soul and the body and all the things. What you do affects me and what I do affects you. So this is ours. Okay, it's ours for the taking. You know what I'm saying? It's not work 2 times as hard no more. It's take twice as much. Ta-Nehisi Coates in this bitch for all 2022. You know what I'm saying? So yes, 2022 is ours. That is my affirmation, y'all. Let's fucking murder this shit.
My affirmation for you party people is just live like you're dying, because we are technically. But just take the chances. Right. When people will be like, what would you do if you had a week left to live? What would you do? What would you do? Would you go on a big shopping spree and buy that bag you always wanted? Would you book skydiving? Would you go on some crazy roller coaster? What would you do if you only had a week left to live? Who would you spend time with? Think about those things and then do them. Like, who would you call if you're like, I can only call one more person? Call that person today. Tell them how much you love them, what you miss them. Plan a little lunch date. Go do things. Hell, and I hate to, encourage bad money management, but go spend the money. Shit, you gonna make more money. You know what I'm saying? Like, do things that make you happy, even if they bring you a smile for a few minutes. Do things that you wish you could do before you die, because you just never know. Life is short. Life is precious. Spend it how you want to spend it, and, just pour into yourself. That's all I have to say for 2022. You are affirmed, y'all. So with that being said, I am Aisha Damali.
And I have been Sid the Great, y'all. Aisha's going to tell you to rock out to this Walk Worthy. Once again, you can find it on SoundCloud at Pharaoh Blue Divine 9. That's not right. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Let me get my shit, y'all. Give me a sec. Let me pull it back up.
Oh, wait. And you said Aisha's going to tell you.
Yeah, I was just telling you that because, you got to tell them where to go.
Oh, you know what I'm saying?
I don't never want to step on your toes.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Pharaoh Blue J Divine number 9 on SoundCloud. Aisha, tell these folks where they can go.
All right, y'all. It's been real. Thank y'all for coming again into the living room. Happy motherfucking New Year. I hope y'all go have a big, hard, long sneeze and get the fuck out of our living room. Peace, y'all.